Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the archive. We're back, baby, with Final Fantasy XIV. I know I've been gone for a while. I know. I apologize. Between the winter weather being insane and literally, having to essentially take over as boss at my establishment for a few weeks, I've had very little free time. But we're here, and we're playing again, and I expect this to remain semi-consistent. For those of you that are tune into the VODs or other, or specifically haven't read the Discord app that I put out for everybody, we're having a few schedule changes and shifts that have finally come about in order to make this a little bit more doable with my current schedule. The problem before, when I was having problems consistently and doing like very late night streams, was because I was doing a lot of closings. And while that's not the case anymore, I do the opposite now. I have to be up at bumfuck crack of dawn like 4 a.m. in order to go to work. So my sleep schedule's been completely thrown out of whack. But we're here, and we're trying. As for the rest of the week, and my plan is to do another Silent Hill F stream tomorrow, as per the schedule, probably around... It will probably be earlier than scheduled, although I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to make that one, purely due to the fact that I do have a very early shift on Friday, but we'll figure it out. Stolen Fate Session 33 should be going live on Friday. Another session I was absent for, so hopefully this time when I go through the VOD that everything will be perfect and I can upload it and we won't be missing what I have discovered to be the penultimate session, because we will actually be live streaming the finale of Stolen Fate on Friday. Kind of came out of nowhere, surprised pretty much everybody, but we're there, so that's good. Let's see, what else? Anything else? If I don't stream Silent Hill F tomorrow, I will almost certainly get a chance to do it on Saturday or Sunday. Fingers crossed, so we'll make up for it. I will send an in the Discord if necessary. But that's enough talking. We don't have a ton of time to play tonight, because not only do I have to be off by 11, but maintenance is going until 12. So it is starting at 12 EST. So I can't even be on for super much later than my scheduled time anyway. But we're here. And we're back. And you know what? It's good to be back. I literally have not played this game since we streamed last. The last time I logged in was today. So I am very rusty, but I'm sure we'll manage. The key to the castle. Sal Uin regards you with a munificent expression. I don't know what the fuck that means. So, what is it that you desire? Rusty old coins like you mortals are wont to collect, perhaps. We are resolved to vanquish the Light Warden of this land. To that end, we desire entry to Lai Gaia. Gia? However the fuck that's pronounced. What a strange thing to wish for. You might as well ask for your death. But if that is what you want, who are we to argue? Very well, I shall speak with the others. You've clearly been busy, Urianger. Would you be so kind as to tell us what we've missed? So, that was the purpose of the gifts. Is there anything you can tell us about this Light Warden? I, my lady, by circumstances most tragic, the Light Warden of this land, is our king and ruler, Titania. It was not always so. Our king fought the first Light Warden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. But all the horrible light that came out went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. Now they're king only in name, not remains of the wise and ruler that they used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic for breaking the seal we divided into 4 and wove each into a different relic to be kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years, but we've decided to entrust it to you. Are you sure? Of course. Custom demands it. Though you're most certainly going to your deaths, we thought we should at least let you try. That way, we get to watch what happens. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics, too. The shell crown is in with the Fouth, the stone scepter is with the Numo, and the crystal shoes are with the Amaro. Good luck finding them all. Yeah, Orianjay, you, this is your, this is your expertise here, buddy. The facts thus disclosed confirm my own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us hie to the lake, where there to claim the shell crown from the Fouth. If we call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. Something tells me this isn't gonna go well, because things never go well. God, it feels weird to play this game again. I haven't done this shit in so long. I'm really worried because we have obviously a dungeon coming up, and I literally have no practice. I used to joke about ninja and, you know, not being in practice, but this is no practice. Luckily, Reaper's not that complicated, but still, I am not super confident in my abilities here. Hearken to me, O spirits of the water. We are come with an entreaty. Not in a talkative mood, apparently. I'm not exactly sure how the gate works. But if the Fouth are water spirits, perhaps we should take our search into the lake. Oh, I suppose a brief dip wouldn't hurt. We all know Thancred swims like an eel, but what about you, Minfilia? I can swim well enough. Thancred taught me. Excellent. What about Yuri Urianjay? I'm not sure I ever asked. You can't swim worth a damn, can you? Rather than swim, mayhap it would be more expeditious to walk upon the surface by means of magic. You too, Urianjay. That you should be a kindred spirit. Worry not, my friend. I know some helpful tricks, and I should be more than happy to share them with you. Together we shall conquer the waves. Well, well, aren't we a lively lot? And you have an entreaty for us, you say? An entreaty from mortals. What a treat! My comrades and I are on a quest to vanquish the Light Warden. To that end, we would humbly beg the loan of the Shell Crown, which we are given to understand is in safekeeping of your people. Oh, is that all? Of course you may have it. You shall have it. Just like that. What you want from us? Oh, no need to be so suspicious. The crown simply doesn't mean much to us, is all. As a matter of fact, nothing means much to us. For we found it's over before it's begun, and we couldn't care less what becomes of the Fairy King, nor the world for that matter. Having said that, we do so seldom have mortal visitors, and it would seem a shame not to make the most of you. Touch the untouchable gate and come hither into our domain, Don Meg. In your tongue, it means forbidden realm. Sounds forbidden, yes. And so it should, for we are one with the water, our home wrought of ripples and waves and currents. Find your way through. Give us thrilling sport, and we will give you the crown. Oh. I was expecting a little bit more fanfare than that, but, okay, sure, yeah, why not? As for normal, we'll do it with a party of others. 6-minute wait's nothing too terrible. What do I do in the meantime? I could just wait and chill. But yeah. So, man, I am a little worried about this dungeon. I'm gonna be honest, part of the reason why I've been so hesitant to return to playing this game specifically is because of dungeons and the fact that I haven't played it a long time and I am very rusty. I don't want to bring everybody else down, but I really didn't expect to immediately jump into something I thought I was going to be like, I don't know, like maybe a few basic like monster combats and shit, but well, no dice apparently. I'm trying to think of what else there is. I feel like I'm missing something during my scheduling and other talk, now that we're sitting and waiting for this queue to pop. Oh, right, yes. On Sunday, we have a special VOD going live of, we'll call it, I think I called it the Observatory on Discord. It's a one-shot TTRPG thing we did. It didn't do a whole lot, you know, it wasn't really in a system, it was more to set up something else. That's maybe coming in the future, you never know. We'll find out. People seem to kind of dig the setting and dig the one-shot. We decided, originally we weren't going to bother uploading it until we'd made a decision on whether or not we were doing a full campaign. But let's just say we had so much fucking fun with it, we decided to just, we're just going to upload it. So, I have decided that the schedule is going to change a little bit with this week, specifically Friday. The Session 33, I'm going to try to get edited and uploaded tomorrow. I'm going to scan through it, make sure nothing there's super important that's going to cause problems, then upload it tomorrow, maybe late, or on Friday early, so we can still stream the finale of Stolen Fate. Mainly because since Bloodlords is moving to be our Friday game, we only record that. You know, we are going to be losing the TTRPG streams for a while, even if we are still, you know, playing the TTRPGs. And still, you know, posting with them. But we'll get that all sorted out and everything. God, I forgot how fucking bright this place is. It's washing out my face with all the pinks. I mean, it's very pretty, if nothing else. What else? Oh, right. So Silent Hill F, assuming we get a chance to play it this week, I don't, from what I've seen of the length of the game, I don't expect it to take too many more streams. I'm still trying to figure out what we're going to play afterward. I've got a few ideas. A part of me really wants to play Resident Evil Requiem when it comes out. But I'll make that decision as we get close. We've got at least another week or two of streams of Silent Hill F, I would assume. Oh, God. Oh, my portrait broke. Oh, come on. This doesn't look very forbidden. This is more of like I mean, it is quite nice for someplace strictly, you know, called the Forbidden Land. I keep forgetting to use my enhanced Q. Alright, so far so good. I don't feel like I'm completely, out of my realm yet. I'm assuming we're not attacking that guy for a reason. Oh, God, our healer is dead. That's a wonderful start, but I don't think it was my fault, so we take that. I do not know what's happening. flank. So I was right about my order. Whew. All right. Pass. Pass. Okay. Alright, that felt pretty good. All right. All right, I've got the rear target boost. And I hit the flank anyway. Okay, I'm actually feeling this. I am not nearly as rusty as I thought I would be. Okay, I did fuck up immediately, but... You know, I'm still, you know, not dying, so we take those. Ooh, this is cool. I don't think it's gonna be this easy. Oh, bots. Almost got Arcane Circle back up. More enemies, huh? Alright. I know I should be using the AoE enhance off cooldown, but I just forget. And I did it again. Yeah, it literally makes no difference. I'm just burning the bar. Hello. Oh, what the fuck is this? Okay, that wasn't actually that bad. Fine. Two. That's not bad at all. Alright. I haven't lost much without playing 2 months. Hey, doubles comms. We take those. I'm only used to getting those on my healer account. Which I also haven't played in like 2 months. Ooh, spooky.
Wilford!
Okay, that's not concerning or anything. I did not fall in the hole, surprisingly. That wasn't nearly as bad of the parkour puzzle as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, you do not hold back.
That is not the voice I was expecting from you.
But I would have it no other way. Seldom have I enjoyed such sport.
We have satisfied thy demands. Wilt thou now satisfy ours?
Yeah, can I have the crown now?
Of course. Of course. There it is. The relic you seek. Yours for the taking. Have care you do not break it, though, yes.
Yeah, that would be probably an issue. Can I help you? You're looking at me weird.
But you, my friend, you are mighty indeed. and pleasing to the eye besides.
Is this fucking frog flirting with me? Good reaction.
Oh, I want to see more of her.
Okay, this is concerning.
Yes, yes, I could watch her forever.
Okay, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, everybody.
Why don't we just make her one of us?
Let's not do that.
Yes, one of us.
I would be significantly weaker as a frog, thank you. I've learned that enough with Palace of the Dead.
What a fine idea! Why ever didn't I think of that? You may have the crown, but in exchange, we will have you!
Okay, there's gonna be a problem with that, because I kind of need to be there when we kill the Light Warden, so I can't be a frog here. It kind of deletes the whole purpose of having the crown.
Wake up! Wake up, damn you!
Ah, thanks, buddy. You're really coming. You're really helping me out here, I bet. Ah. Yes, hello. You didn't...
You're alive. Thank the gods. I don't know where you learned to breathe underwater, but it's lucky you can.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, you could have probably left me. I'm taking a nice nap down here.
I'm sure you had your reasons. But the first rule of dealing with the Froth is do not deal with the Froth. It's
Understood.
said that they are born from the souls of the drowned. Were it not for your little trick, you'd have joined them. Your friends are safely back on dry land, in case you were wondering. They'll be searching for you, I expect.
You know. Well, I've unlocked underwater for this area. I'm assuming. Yeah, at least I'm assuming they're not going to use the Stormblood fucking swimming mechanics only in Stormblood.
That's the royal capital of the Kingdom of Verbert down there. It's seen better days.
Clearly.
They were a stubborn lot, the Verbertites. Set in their ways. But once you got to know them, you couldn't find a more welcoming people. It always froze over in winter, being up in the mountains. So we'd pull up our chairs round the fire and trade tales over steaming bowls of lamb stew, while the street lamps burned hot and bright outside.
Ah, sort of like Ishgard and Korthus.
All dead and buried now. Them and anyone else who might remember.
Well, the end of the world will do that to you.
Everything we did. Everything we gave. What was it for? I wonder. I hope you'll have a better answer than this when all's said and done.
Eh, you know, I'll try. Oh, yeah, we are thinking of Ishgard, yep. Hey guys. Hopefully you didn't have to spend too much time looking for me. I was fine. I'm going back in. Nay, my lady, exhausted as thou art, thou would only endanger thyself. I prithee, rest a moment. There was nothing where we looked. No. Yeah, I'm right here. Did some of you guys forget I can breathe underwater? Because I can do that. Some of you are aware of that. Okay, only like one of you is aware of that. But still. Dear gods, were it not for Soroban's blessing. But I need not labor the point. I'm glad to see you safe and well, my friend. Have you any idea how worried we were? To wash up on the shore only to find you weren't with us. Oh, but I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. The Fuath kept it, that part of the bargain at least. Well, there were certain twists and turns, our work here is done. With everyone, and none the worse for wetness. Oh, thank goodness you're still here. Sol Un, is something amiss? A great big mob of mortals is marching to Ilmeg. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. They wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they? Rather the reverse, I fear. The Ulmoran army, at a guess. Meaning, we can play with them? As much as you like. But just to be sure, I will return with you to confirm their identities. And if they are who we suspect, we will require your aid. If Alphino is coming, then Ali say two. It'll be two, yes? Can't have one without the other, you know. Alright. Just remember, we're not your playmates this time. I'm afraid we must leave the rest of the relic hunt in your hands. It's fine. Don't worry. I've done this sort of thing before. I'm very, very familiar with the good old relic hunt. Indeed you have. Well then. Very well then. See you afterwards, my friend. Alright, Ariane J. Where to next? Hold on, do you guys have any dialogue? If only I hadn't been caught. If it is indeed the Ulmoran army, we may soon have to contend with Ranchit again, which may prove problematic, even for you. With our enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. We must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Of the two remaining bearers of the relics, the new Mo are the nearer. We shall seek them out next. Among the Fey folk, they bear the distinction of having abided in these lands since before the Flood. They are also the friendliest to men, and have served me faithfully whatsoever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are the source of much of the knowledge I have acquired in my time here. The path leadeth past my dwellings. Let us away. Ah, it feels good to be playing this again. Honestly, I kind of miss it. I'd honestly go for longer if there wasn't the maintenance at 12. Past yonder cliff lieth Pla Inni, home of the new mole. The others have gone ahead to scout the way. Come, let us follow. I do not remember how I did your voice, Ariane J. I know for Thancred, I just, you know, put on a little gravel and did my normal voice. And for Elfino, I clearly used the British, it's not really it's not really British, but, oh god, maybe I should stop. My accents aren't anything to scoff, aren't anything to, write home about. If the path striketh thee as precipitous, it is because it was once a mountain trail. For where the lake now lieth, there was a valley in whose midst thrived the city of Obert. 'Twas only when the Fuath came in the wake of the flood that the settlement was drowned. We stand now upon its former outskirts, grazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. Though one cannot help but feel a pang of loss when faced with such a spectacle, one can scarcely blame the Fey folk for so altering the land. The blame for that lieth rightly with the Light, a force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees. An entire world that it should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is the greater regret. Yet, in spite of all the tragedy which surroundeth me, full glad am I for the chance to be here. 'Twas these hands which brought together the warriors of darkness and Minfilia, lest thou forget. Therefore, even if there were no 8th umbral calamity to forestall, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. Only right, I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world than I can choose to stop breathing, and thus do I labor for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. The coming struggle promiseth to test us to our limits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not that we shall prevail. Mortals, just as we thought. Oh, hi, Pixies, again. Hast thou business with us? Business? Ha, nothing so boring. We smelt you coming and thought we'd come to play. They do not appear to be pixies of Leader Loran. Mine apologies, but we are in some haste. Mayhap another day. Oh, in some haste, are you? Then allow me to hasten you on your way. Oh. Where the fuck did you send us? Oh. We're on... we're higher up. That's something. Teleportation magic. For mercy, we were not sent far from our course. Should the Pixies find us again, however, they will most assuredly repeat the trick. We have not the time to waste. Let us avail ourselves of an enchantment I have learned. Fey Cloak, 'tis called, a most ingenious magic which rendereth one invisible to Fey folk, albeit briefly. Okay, you gonna let me do that? Are we just gonna say it's there? I shall cast the enchantment upon thee. Under its aegis, thou art to make thy way past the Pixies and rejoin our comrades. Know, however, that the enchantment shall suffice to veil thee and thee alone. Be not tempted to employ a mount, as it will only serve to give thy presence away. Oh good, I can still use my dashes though, so we're good. Bye. Ignore the thing that just suddenly got riled up by something behind you. It's nothing. Yeah, ignore the thing that's just barreling towards you. Following seemingly something that isn't there. What the fuck even is that? Ew. Thankred. Minfilia. I assumed you were right behind us. What took you so long? I see. Yes, I'd say that's a valid excuse for lateness. You are hereby forgiven. In other good news, the New Mo village lies just beyond here. We'll enter as soon as Urianger deigns to join us. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Cool giant fungus houses. What? Okay, what am I looking at here? Ah! Mortals! Mortals are here! Lots of them! So what happened to be... Oh, we're so disappointed. I mean, they're kind of cool looking. The weird rotund faces are a little strange, but honestly, they kind of remind me of, what do they remind me most of? Fucking Eeyore from fucking Winnie the Pooh? I thought you said the new Moes were men's best friends. Poor thing was beside itself with fear. 'Twas beside itself, perhaps, but not with fear. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you, to have so many mortals appear at once. It's more excitement than we can bear. Oh, I missed one dialogue. Pray forgive my brevity, but time is against us. We are come to borrow the stone scepter of the new Mo. The stone scepter? Then you mean to lift the seal over Lai Gaia? That is unacceptable! Unacceptable, I tell you. If the king is set free, none here will be safe. Unlike our Fey cousins, we New Mo have called this land home since time immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Thus did full many of us lay down our lives to seal away our king when they were corrupted by light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. Fucking hell, man. Jesus. Don't worry, we'll defeat Titania. But then you'll only become another Light Warden. It changes nothing. Honored Elder, pray believe me when I say this woman is possessed not only of the strength required to vanquish the king, but of something still more valuable, a means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, she hath already laid low the Light Warden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. She is yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, but she harboureth the self-same desire to see the Sin-Eaters eliminated as we do. Wilt thou not lend us thy hand that we might see thy beloved home restored to its former glory? You have always done right by us, Urianger. If you have placed your faith in this woman, then so shall we. As you say, we want nothing more than to be rid of the Sin-Eaters. Be that as it may, this is not a decision to be made lightly. We require time to deliberate. turn of the moon, perhaps. We don't have a turn of the moon, unless we want to debate this with the Yomoran army. Elder, given all that is at stake, I cannot well accept these simply to roll over and acquiesce to a request. But even now, a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations, that thou mayst fetch us the scepter while there is yet time to... Why was lie down and fetch in, quote, in fucking italics? Roll over? Fetch! You know full well that naught gives us greater pleasure than to render aid to men. You know full well, yet you speak the words of power regardless. It's unfair! Unfair, I tell you! Okay. In happier times, it was our honor to assist mortals in need and receive rewards befitting our deeds. Since the kingdom of Obert fell, however, we've been starved of man's patronage. After so many years of deprivation, it's difficult to ignore such an earnest entreaty. Very well, Urianger. I promise to give you as swift as an answer as I may. In return, I ask that you and yours remain here the while and bestow upon us your patronage. Is this arrangement agreeable? Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It's only reasonable that if we ask something of you, you get something in return. 76. And a new ability, Gluttony. Summons Avatar to deal unaspected damage to target and all enemies nearby it with a potency of 520 for the first enemy and 25% less for all remaining. And it grants 2 stacks of Soul Reaver. Two stacks. So I can do something like this. Oh, it didn't hit anything, so it doesn't count. I'm assuming, if I'm reading this correctly, if I have the soul gauge, I can use 50 of it every 60 seconds. So these have a shorter cooldown. These are 30 seconds. So this is like, this is every other general rotation. To deal a big AoE hit, immediately grant 2 stacks of Soul Reaver, which means I can immediately do, I would assume, Gibbet, then Gallows, or double Guillotine. I'm assuming that's how that works. I'm not 100%. I'd have to, like, test it with a training dummy, but, yeah, you know, I'll figure it out. You will offer your patronage to our people too, yes? Let's see. Perhaps you can begin with Marn Ose. They are one of our foremost artisans, once held in the highest esteem by the Knights of Obert. With the Knights gone, however, Marn Ose has had no opportunity to put their skills to use. They would be overjoyed for your patronage. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can do that. Marn Ose. 1,182, 1,183, 1,184. Wait, did I already count that leaf? What? Who? What? Where? Wait, you're immortal? Huzzah! Huzzah! Well met. Yes, very well met indeed. Have you old and tired arms and armor that are threatening to fall apart at critical junctures in battle? If you answered yes, you've come to the right numo. I will restore your equipment to pristine condition for payment of a pair of moss fungus legs. Moss fungi roam just outside the cave. Please, please, please give their legs and your patronage to me. All right. Sure. Oh, that's totally what that allows me to do. Okay, so every other rotation, I get a big burst window of being able to pop these three directly next to each other. Honestly, I kind of dig Reaper. It's a relatively simple job, but it's honestly relatively fun. Like, a very simple rotation, but I've got, you know, I've got some, I like the fact, I mean, that only is damage ideal, so it's not a team buff, but the fact that I have 3% damage up to the party is nice. I like that. I like the, I don't know. I haven't really played many other melee jobs other than Ninja, and Ninja was very different because Ninja had, like, at least during the levels I played Ninja. Maybe it's less so, maybe it's less so as you get it past level 70, but I don't know. Ah, you are returned. And with the moss fungus legs, I hope. They are tools of my trade, lest you wonder, used to polish metal and leather alike to a lustrous sheen. Now that I have work again, I must replenish my stores. Let's give 2. I'm not gonna give more or less than what was asked. Huzzah! 2 moss fungus legs as befits the work. Ah, to have neither more nor less expected of us than what we can provide. There is no greater joy. You see, for there to be honor in a task, we must receive precisely what it is worth. Too little means you belittle our ability, too much means you question our integrity. You've given me a fitting payment, so my services are at your disposal. I shall begin by inspecting your equipment. Sure, my equipment could probably use a touch-up. I see. Though I must ask for a small fee for the materials, I am pleased to say that all your arms and armor may be restored. If you mean to change them in the near future, however, there's no need to hurry. My first repair is complimentary. Here's the coin, which you may pay me with when you desire to have work done. Many thanks for your patronage. Oh, and if you mean to offer your patronage to another, may I suggest ye skewf one yonder? Judging from your equipment, 'tis plain you're no stranger to battle. I believe ye skewf will have something to offer you. I've no idea if that's how you pronounce G-Y-U-F. Ooh, a ring coffer. How are my rings? Are they at what item level are these things? 390. So that is well, it's about the same as my current ring. Ah, to have so many men visit us at once. This is a joyous day indeed. If it please you, please give me your patronage. As my patron, I ask that you remove the noxious mushrooms that grow in our cave. Flame spores, they're called. We would tend to them with magics, except they leave behind a harmful ash. We've no choice but to pluck them one at a time. Now, you will be curious as to what I have to offer. I am a purveyor of wares that will aid you in your travels. In exchange for your fitting payment, I will give you my choicest items. I'm assuming I could just buy item level 90, 395 gear from you. Which is going to help, because I'm almost there. You know, I'm only one off. Where are these? Up. Oh, I see. so I have to go up. Like, up here? Oh yeah, I guess I can walk up this. Ah, here we go. I did attune to this, right? I didn't just gaslight myself into thinking I did. Yep. You've already removed the flame spores. How very quick you are. Oh, but you did you perchance search by the western entrance as well? I'm told that more have cropped up in that area. I didn't see any when I was walking through the first time, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Ah, here we go. Hey, Minfilia, what are you doing over here? I wasn't spying on you or anything. I just finished my task, and I should go and report back. Okay. And there really wasn't much to see. I was just picking mushrooms. It's not really a big deal, but... Ah, you are returned. Have you dealt with the flame spores by the western entrance as well? Excellent. No more poisonous spores irritating our noses. For a little while, at least. Oh dear, I believe I'm getting sentimental. Having a patron again. It reminds me of the old days. There, every day, I would carry my wares to the castle to offer in exchange for men's patronage. Back then, the castle was wasn't called Gaia. The Volbertites built it, and they named it Bruna Slipt. It was their last bastion in the struggle against the Sin Eaters, and now they're gone. All of them. Nobles and knights and common folk alike. But enough reminiscing. I must give you what you've earned. If you desire anything else I possess, I would be glad to offer them to you, for a fitting price, of course. I mean, I'll open the coffer. Even if it's the same item level, it might have better stats. I don't know. Now, will you be offering your patronage to anyone else? If so, would you consider Widlad? They've been under the weather of late, and the chance to perform an honorable task would cheer them up. I guess. Oh yeah, it's high quality. Which means its stats are better. Where's my proper glamour plate? I forget where my thing is. There. I mean, that's mostly right, except the weapon. Ooh, 3 Aetheryte tickets. Oh, let's go. Free teleports? I'll take them. What? You would be my patron. But I can't do anything for you. The lawless ones took my invisible ink, and without it, I can't make my arcane wares. Who are the lawless ones? They're Numo like us, except they've turned their backs on our values. Curs without honor, they are. They refuse to work, instead spending all their time cavorting and making a nuisance of themselves. It was when I was outside for a walk that they set upon me and robbed me of my possessions, the ink included. I was too weak to resist them. But you, mortal, you look quite strong. Do you think you could take my ink back from those villains? If you do this, I will consider it your patronage, and by my way of my service, I will make you something very special. Hey, Minfilia. Excuse me, but I couldn't help overhearing. If you mean to undertake this task, will you let me accompany you? I would learn from you, and help in what little way I can. You're welcome to join in. Always good to have backup. I don't typically need it, but, you know, every once in a while. Thank you so much. The lawless ones make their lair to the south, inside a cave called Father Collard's Chambers. They took many vials of ink, and I would be grateful if you could bring back as many as possible. Wolectorf. What a fucking name. Alright. Am I hearing an aether current, or am I going mad? Okay, I was not hearing it because that's too far away. It definitely would be closer than that. Although I could grab this one. It's not too far. Yep, it's right there. No thanks, bonus fate. I'm good. Father Collard's chambers is through here. I peered inside, and sure enough, it was milling with Numo. They looked none too friendly. If Thancred were here, he'd tell me to go about it quietly and quickly. Let's split up. I'll find all the ink I can and then come back outside. See you shortly. Okay. Remember to fit the new button into my rotation. I forgot about it again. That is not the one I wanted to use. I'm gonna have to fight my way through all of these, huh? Yes, yes, game. The maintenance is coming up, I know. Okay, seriously, this is a mess. I really should be applying my damage boost to cover myself a little bit, but... Okay, this actually kind of isn't good. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Do I not have any normal-ass healing pots? Oh, God. Let's get the fuck out of here. I should only be taking a few of them at a time, clearly. Okay, wait for my health to recover. Then go back in, deal with them one at a time. Should be able to deal with two at once. invisible ink before anything else aggroes me. One more hit. Okay. Is invisible ink up here somewhere? How do I get it, though? Another situation of, yep, a staircase. And there's the other ones. Alright, that was only mostly a mess and probably took much longer than it should have, but, you know, we got there, And now we don't care, so we just drive through everything. And somehow avoid alerting all of those fucking things. Alright. If I knew it was that easy, I would have just gone in with a fucking bike in the first place. Minfilia.
Oh, thank goodness. There you are.
What did you think I was gonna die to? Okay, I'm almost dead. But I didn't, you know, so there's that.
Those Numo were rather frightening. I'm glad you're safe.
I'm glad you're safe, too. I was a little worried when you ran in there on your own.
I haven't seen much actual combat, so I was a little nervous. But I'm happy I could help. The Minfilius before me battled Sin Eaters as part of the Yulmoran army. But that had all changed by the time I was found. They held me captive, so that I wouldn't follow in the others' footsteps. I'd still be in my cell now had Thancred not spirited me away. When he found me, I knew nothing of the world. I didn't know how to live, let alone fight.
Yeah, you're certainly
Thancred
making
once
it.
told me that if the efforts to summon you failed, it would fall to me to face the Light Wardens.
That's a good thing I showed up then, huh?
I realized
Those things
then
are tough.
It was the only reason he kept me close. As a contingency. The truth is, he can't stand to be around me.
I don't necessarily think that's the case.
Because I'm not her. I'm not his Minfilia.
I mean, yes, that is true, but I think it's a little bit more nuanced than you're making it out to be.
Once, we journeyed to Nabatha Reng together. To the place where the Oracle appeared and stayed the flood. As we drew near, I felt as though I was fading away. I shut my eyes and covered my ears, and then... I'm not sure what happened after that.
No, we know, but...
I have a vague feeling that I said something to him. Only it wasn't me at all. It was her. Afterwards, Thancred didn't say a word. Only kept to himself and brooded. There's nothing I can do for him. Nothing I can offer but my presence. Though it only reminds him of his loss. She should be the one to live on. That's why I tried to find you. Because I knew that was what she wanted. But now that you're here, I'm not entirely sure what it was she intended me to do.
I'm sure we'll figure it out at some
Tell you
point.
something or bring you to someone or somewhere. I can feel the answer at the edge of my mind, just out of reach. What is that?
That is a good question. That is very loud. I don't think Titania is very happy about us gathering up shit to go fucking kill her. Yeah, they're definitely not too happy.
Why? Why did you imprison us? Such boredom, such tedium have we suffered. It is unfair. Unfair. Come. Come and play with us.
Am I supposed to be, like, spooked?
It came from the castle.
Spooky and ominous, yes. But, that was a little... That was more funny than anything else. Less intimidating.
This is everything I have. Please see it delivered to the Nemo.
I'm sorry, where are you going?
I will bear word to Thancred and the others.
Okay, sure. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Okay, and don't do a lot of things that I would do, because there's a lot of things I would do that you're probably not capable of. So... yeah, you know what? Yeah, just go tell Thancred. That's probably for the best. I know I could teleport there, but I need to get used to this map. I'm gonna have to find the Aether Currents on it sooner rather than later at some point. Yeah, I'm in the right place. Oh, hello, Aether Current. Mercy, Your Majesty. We had no choice. Please forgive us. Oh, it's you. My ink. Were you able to retrieve it? Yeah, here you go. Ah, yes, this is the ink. And almost all of it, too. When our king spoke to me, my day went from bad to worse. But thanks to you, it's simply bad again. What? You had the vision, too? Oh, woe is us. Ordinarily, when a living being turns into a sin-eater, it loses everything about its mind that defined it. However, the king has retained some of their instincts. This manifests in the desire to play and be free. So strong is that desire that it often leaks through the seal to invade our consciousness. For a long time we've ignored it, but we can't do so forever. But forgive me, I was going to thank you for reuniting me with my ink. You did exactly as asked, so I will give you my the service as promised. Nothing up my sleeve, and voila! May it serve you well. Ah, there's nothing like honorable work. Thanks again for giving me the opportunity. Oh, I should mention that Elder Weed Enick returned a moment ago. If you seek them out, I dare say they'll have tidings for you. Probably saw the message, probably saw Titania speak to them in their mind and was like, oh shit, maybe we do need to deal with this issue. Ah, there you are. I am informed that you've been an excellent patron to our people. For that, you have my thanks. Now then, you will be pleased to hear that we've come to a decision regarding the scepter. If you would gather your companions, I will deliver our answer. I'm going to assume it's a yes. Before I begin, please allow me to express my gratitude for your kind patronage. Having been deprived of purpose for so long, our people are overjoyed at being able to serve again. But on to the matter of the stone scepter. During our deliberations, we were forced to concede that we will never have the power to deal with our fallen monarch. We can release Titania neither from the castle nor from torment. In light of this, we have decided to entrust their fate to you. Take it, the stone scepter of the new Mo. This makes 3 relics. One more and we can arrange a meeting with the warden. You continue your quest. Allow me to enlighten you as regards your foe. Know that Titania is not a name, but a title bestowed upon one chosen to lead the Pixies by the grace of nature. This leader, upon Ilmeg's founding, arose as ruler of all Fey folk to bring up order to our riotous kind. In our turn, we Fey folk render our blessing unto nature, unto water, wood, and wind, that our king might be further empowered. Though they are become a sin eater, their power remains unchanged. When you face them, be prepared to face the full fury of nature. Oh dear. Is there anything else we should know? Anything else? Only that if you feel unready for the challenge, and none here would blame you for it, you're welcome to remain among us for a while longer. After all, I myself have yet to enjoy your patronage, and who knows when I will next have the chance. We would see that you were more comfortable, of course, and do all in our power to make you feel at home. Honestly, I look away for one moment and every fairy and their nuncle tries to steal my sapling from me. This is my sapling. Mine, do you hear? Not yours, and not the fool's. And not anyone who so much as thinks about trying to seduce her will wish they hadn't. The final relic is a pair of shoes wrought of crystal. They are held in the Amaro's safekeeping at their settlement, Wolkendorf. It beareth mentioning that these Amaro are unlike those which thou hast heretofore encountered. Owing to a peculiarity of evolution, they are capable of speech, and thus we might negotiate with them as we have the Fey folk. Though it saddens us to see you leave, we wish you well on your way. When you arrive in Wolkendorf, seek out the largest of the Amaro. His name is Seto, and he is their leader and bearer of the relic. Well, it's a good thing I've already been in Wolkendorf. It's right over there. I'll teleport, but I don't want to use my new fancy schmancy Aetheryte tickets just yet. I'll use them on, like, long-distance teleports where they're, like, 1,000+ gil. Gotta make up all the money back I spent on my apartment somehow. So where is this enormous Amaro? Oh, yeah, you are pretty big. Hey, buddy. Maybe waking it from its nap wasn't, you know, the kindest thing we could do, but, Bert? Ah, you know the voice in my head. That's convenient. Oh, forgive me. I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you to our village? Did I hear you all right? You desire the crystal shoes, that you may confront the Light War. No. No, you mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you are indeed immune to the light's corruption, as you claim, vanquishing the king will bring you naught but sorrow. Forget this folly. Return whence you came. Well, we appreciate your concern. We have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? Come, my friends, let us leave him with his thoughts. "'Tis harder by far to change the minds of they who mean well than they who mean ill." Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. And little wonder, 'tis the first time thou hast set foot here. 'Twould behoove you all to learn something of the nature of this community, I think, and there is no sure way to speak than to speak with its members. In such wise, you will come to understand Seto's reason for refusing us, and I hope gain an insight into how he may yet be persuaded. So I bid ye seek out the Amaro and make yourselves known unto them. A gentle touch shall suffice by way of greeting. Okay, I mean, sure. Ah, how long has it been since I last felt man's touch? I cannot help but be reminded of my master's hand. He was a knight of Obert, a noble and valiant soul. But like so many others, he died fighting the Sin-Eaters. Though he is long departed, I remain in this land out of respect for his memory. Oh, man. I see, so they've all essentially had tragic losses, I would assume, being originally the mounts of this world. That tickles. Enough. I never had a master. I'm not accustomed to it. Not that I dislike your kind, you understand. On the contrary, we Amaro were bred to be fond of men. In the beginning, we were all of us mindless beasts. But then a mage of Ronka gave us the gift of intelligence, that we might better serve our masters. After that empire fell, those were the gifts eventually died out. On rare occasions, however, we are born with the seed of our ancestors in us. If we live long enough amongst men, the seed may quicken, restoring the power of speech amongst other things. So it was with me, though I never had a master, as I told you. What's happening? Why am I being patted? It's wonderful. Seldom do we have the chance to enjoy the attentions of men. Your kind are loath to come here for the fear of Fey folk. But then we are Fey folk too. When we first made our home here, we swore an oath to the Fairy King, you see. 'Tis easy to forget sometimes. Okay, less tragic than I expected, but, well. Hey, Ariane, I've got no fucking ideas. Thou hast peered into the hearts of the Amaro, I take it. Then thou canst not choose but see their intense and abiding love they bear for men. It is out of concern for our welfare and not scorn that Seto seeketh to dissuade us from confronting their king. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yet confront their king we must, and to that end we must needs have the crystal shoe. Shoes. Might I prevail upon thee to confer with Seto in private? The task of slaying the Light Warden will ultimately be thine, and it is for thee, I believe, that he worrieth most. Tell him of thy many great deeds. Spoken in earnest, thy words may yet move him to change his mind. Hey, big guy. You have spoken with my brethren. Then you see it is not out of scorn that I deny you the relic. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die. Not anymore. None of us can. To lose one who has placed a gentle hand on us even once fills our hearts with untold sorrow, as my brothers and sisters will readily attest. This is something I have to do. I'm gonna die if I don't, so it's kind of important. What am I to make of such declarations? Tell me, why do you wish this? This land is no longer man's to fight for, nor will your doing so compel the Fey folk to change. And in order to obtain the other relics, you will already have paid the due price. Not more is owed. Why then would you risk all to face a fallen king? To do what no one else can. What did you just say? The very words. Could it be mere coincidence? Very well. You may believe what you say, but we shall see if you have the strength to do it. Sin Eaters have been prowling the area of late. Prove yourself against them, and I will consider giving you the relic. See that you are well prepared, and meet me in the clearing to the east. There, I will lure out the fiends that you may slay them. Okay. Sure, if it's one thing I'm very good at, it's beating the shit out of things. I will use my voice to lure out the Sin Eaters, as I did once did when I hunted with an old friend. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. But come, we begin at your signal. kind of added to that poor guy's load, but I have monsters to fight, but it's fine. You made short work of those creatures, I will not deny it. I have seen enough. Let us return to Wolkendorf. By the ease with which you slew those sin-eaters, I see that you are capable. However, I still require time to think. If you should be willing, there is a favor I would ask of you. This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please hear my tale. A while ago, I fought sin-eaters who had wandered into Ilmeg. In the heat of battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all the places that it should fall, it was long near a lake. We Amaro are not fond of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the Fuath, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of the mischief than return it to me. I had despaired of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go and search for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept that it is gone forever. Yeah, sure, why not? Going diving, it's been a bit, but underwater breathing certainly helps. Now I just need to remember the keybind to dive. Shift space? Shift enter? No. Control enter? No. Control shift? Control space? Oh god, what is it? Oh god. Keybind. Control spacebar. Am I not far enough out? I wasn't far enough out. Ah, here we go. It's a good thing I came at it from... I was gonna say, I was really hoping that would be the medallion, and I somehow found the exact angle I needed to see it the first try. Alright. Of course I can't get that lucky. Just keep searching the outskirts. The hell did it end up in here? We'll get closer to shore before we resurface, so I'm not swimming most of the way back. Let's see. Yep, we'll rotate around here. Okay. So I was kind of hoping we'd get to the trial tonight, but with maintenance coming up and me having to be in bed by 11, clearly, or being off by 11, not in bed by 11. If I had to be in bed by 11, I'd be off earlier. But we don't have time for it tonight, but that's okay. We're gonna do, we'll probably do one of the role quests to sort of cap this off once we unlock it. You are returned. How fared your search? It's this one, right? It was the only vaguely medallion-shaped thing that was down there that I saw. Is it the right one?
My medallion! You found it!
Yeah, it is not what I expected you to sound like, but sure, yeah, there you go.
Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul. He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young, in those days, I could not speak, but we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure, fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner.
Oh, you were Ardbert's chocobo, huh? Or chocobo equivalent.
Then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy. His name was Ardbert, and he was my friend.
Ardbert, thou sayest?
Everyone blamed him for the flood. Him and his comrades. Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear. And so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place.
Yeah, people will often just point the finger at the easiest target once things go south. They'll find anything to scapegoat.
Ardbert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help. It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet, he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
I'm sure Ardbert knows how you feel.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters. That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due perhaps to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely. It is reminiscent of Ardbert's. Strikingly so.
Yeah, we're basically counterparts.
Of course.
If I
You are
get
you
the lore
and
correct.
No one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk. Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence.
Well, I don't exactly know why he's in my head either, but, you know.
Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
Thanks. Mission accomplished. Don't worry, I won't let you down. I've never let anybody down up to this point, for the most part. There have been a, couple fuck-ups here and there, but, nothing that's gone, like, majorly bad.
There's trouble! Terrible trouble!
Yeah. Yulmore decided to finally play their hand.
Something happened at Leader Loran.
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Il Meg. At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun. But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught.
As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following.
What do you
Whilst
got?
thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers.
You're really going to hold them off while I go kill this thing?
If we
Alright.
succeed in staying their advance,
I can
the
handle
better.
that.
Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
No,
Yeah.
Midfelia. You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
Sorry, I was gonna say yes, but, Thancred, Thancred.
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
Alright. We'll go unlock that, and while I don't have time for it, we'll do one more quest, primarily being a role quest, which is unlocked. And we'll call it there. Forgive me, it seems my indecision has cost you precious time, but I am convinced now, convinced that you will triumph. To the south you will find the bridge to Gaia. As the bearer of the 4 relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. There are so many fucking quests on this map. What the fuck? One of these days, I'm gonna have to go through and clear all of these yellow quests. It's gonna take so long. The rewards probably aren't even that good. The XP is probably minimal, and the money is probably not even that great, but at least to get them off my fucking map. Like, I can barely see the little, the Aethernet shard behind all those. Akla Orm In. Odd quest name. No idea what the fuck that means. Oh, almost fell off. God, has this place never heard of a handrail? Okay, at least... Why does this have a handrail and not that? That's as much of a falling hazard as this section. Also, thank you for not attacking me while I was grabbing that. The gate has recognized that you bear our 4 relics. The seal is broken. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, a being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Yet know this, my adorable sapling. Though we Fey folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there still are laws that there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as is destroyed, to give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not, come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. That'll be for next time. The Dancing Plague. First things first. Teleport to the Crystarium. No, we probably don't need to use an Aethernet ticket for that. Yeah, it's only 209. We don't need to use an Aethernet ticket. That'd be like if we had to go back to a Stormblood area or something crazy far. Alright, we get to deal with the rich guy, the rich kid again. Honestly, I think this is still my favorite looking of the town zones so far. Lurik, I have returned for another hunt. There she is, come to rejoin her bosom companion in the great hunt. It is well that you have, for I have obtained new information concerning a sighting of Andrea on Calusia. The fiend has transformed yet another deadly mark, a great bear in this instance, into an even deadlier eater. And so it falls to Reek and Evelyn to slay the newborn eater and continue their pursuit of Norvant's most notorious virtue, to Calusia and to glory. Let us brook no further delay and commence our search, separately as before in Amarong. If you catch the eater first, I grant you leave to kill it without me. I trust you will not be disappointed if the reverse were to occur. Surely not, surely not. I myself will be most put out if I happen to lose to you a second time, and so on that note, may the best hunter win. Yeah, I think we know who's going to win. Especially since you're heading in the opposite direction as the objective. Good try, though. Ah, here we go. Alright, so bear, huh? No? Alright. I swear to God, if you attack me while I'm trying to do this. Despite looking far and wide, you fail to find any trace of the bear you seek. Perhaps Lurik was indeed the better hunter this day. There's no way I'm letting that fucking brat kid get the glory here. This kill is mine. Are you... Do you have... The fuck is this? Did you recruit a full team? Hate to say it, but it seems we're late to the party. Lonbeard and his mates slew the bear before we could. So it's true then. You've cast your lot in with the boy. You poor daft sod. But I don't understand. The Eater was a newborn. How could you possibly have learned of it and gotten here before we did? Well, see, that's the problem with relying on hired help. They're loyal to your coin, not you. And you're not the only one willing to open his purse. But more importantly, Reek, what's this I hear about you hunting Andrea? With help, I mean, rather than all by your lonesome. I have a distinct memory of you storming off in a huff saying you didn't need me or anyone else to finish the job. Tell me I'm wrong. Do as you like. Help or no, you've no chance of beating me to the prize. 'Cause unlike you, I'm not all talk. And neither are me mates. Speaking of mates, how much did it cost you to buy her friendship? Do tell. Piss off, Landbeard. Why are you still here? You got your mark, didn't you? You should choose your friends more carefully, sinner. When it all goes wrong, don't say I didn't warn you. You have questions, I am sure. As you may have surmised, Landbeard was once a comrade of mine. I took him into my service that we might hone our skills peddling sin-eaters in preparations for facing Andrea. However, I soon came to see that he was not all that capable of a hunter, and so I dissolved our working relationship. Unfortunately, he did not take it in stride, and instead resolved to recruit new companions that he might beat me at my own game. It would seem that his fortunes have improved greatly of late. So much so that I fear we can no longer avoid to dedicate time to tracking lesser eaters and must devote our undivided attention to the pursuit of Andrea. As such, we should be getting back to the Crystarium. But before we depart, I have one other matter to attend to in Yulmore, if I might trouble you to accompany me. Ah, but of course you will. Let us be off. Are we actually gonna go into Yulmore? Okay. Okay, not into it. Outside of it, in the surroundings. Oh, that's a cool mount. Probably a bad idea to come back here, but we already know that Ranjit's not here, because he's, well... Oh my god, we're going all the way up to the canopy? Thank God game logic applies. Even though I'm not allowed to be here, I can still enter because I've unlocked it. Thank fuck. Nope, I guess it is in here. Lurik, what's up? Allow me to introduce you to my father. Why are you introducing me to your parents? Father, this is my traveling companion and dear friend. She and I have resolved to hunt a particularly deadly sin-eater. Indeed, I cannot overstate how terribly dangerous this eater is, that to pursue it is to court death itself. However, when we at last triumph over the fiend, all of Norvant shall sing our praises. Won't that be wonderful, Father? So long as you do not sully our good name, you are free to hunt whatever quarry you desire. I can do without all the petty details. Now then, how much do you require this time? Out with it. Oh, never mind. Just give the boy my coin purse, would you? I am sure it will suffice for his trivial pursuits. That is why you are here, is it not? Another handout. Don't play coy. You've never been any good at it. Okay, you're kind of an asshole. You know, I honestly don't even know why I came here. Keep your coin, Father. We're leaving. Right now. Trying to prove yourself, huh? Yeah. Well. Whoa, no. We are not using an Aether ticket. Well, now I feel a little bit bad for the kid. Only thing he's got going for him is the money his father is just willing to just give him lots of because he has lots of it. Mother didn't even say anything. Well, buddy, that was a little rough, but, well, you know. Forgive me, but I would forgo the wine on this occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me in rather dour spirits. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I'm a free citizen of Umor. Owing to my parents' considerable wealth, I've enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing. Privileged and unbearably boring, which is why I quit the city and resolved to become a bounty hunter. I am no fool, though. I am well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I elected to conceal them from the people of the Crystarian. People are wont to jump to uncharitable conclusions. I feel as though you and I have established a rapport, though, and so I thought it best to bring you into my confidence. I pray you refrain from telling others. Now then, since Landbeard has decided to turn this into a race, we have no choice but to oblige him and slay Andrea before he does. This calls for a veritable army of hired hands. Alas, in a fit of frustration, I refused Father's coin. Without additional resources, we have no choice but to conduct the search by ourselves. Moreover, I am rather embarrassed to admit that I can pay you only a token sum this time, but I trust that will not deter you from joining me in on. I was never in this for the gil. Really? I mean, of course you weren't. Perish the thought. We'll kill Andrea sooner rather than later, bud. But as that quest comes to a close, I must get off. Thanks everybody so much for watching, if you still are. I'll be back, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. I will maybe be back tomorrow. I know Silent Hill F is scheduled in the Discord to be tomorrow night. But as I spoke with my gainful employer today, my schedule may change tomorrow. So, if I don't do it tomorrow, expect me to do it either on Saturday night or Sunday, depending on how the week goes and depending on whether or not we have our standard TTRPG streams or recordings to perform. Regardless, we should hopefully, fingers crossed, unless anything goes wrong, be here on Friday for the finale of Stolen Fate. There will be session 33, which is the penultimate session. Will hopefully be going live sometime Friday afternoon, morning-ish. I need to get the thing edited tomorrow, which hopefully I'll have time for. But regardless, if you enjoyed and want to catch more streams, it's been a couple weeks since I've had to do an outro. Feel free to hit the buttons on your respective platforms. Follow, subscribe the bell and the like on YouTube. Follow on Twitch. Join the Discord for notifications for when myself, or, well, we're not going to be doing too many TTRPG streams because we're moving back down to one session a week, and that's Bloodlords, so, but the Discord will have notifications for when sessions do go live on YouTube, even if they are just pre-recorded sessions. We're still trying to figure out the whole thing, but regardless, I hope everybody enjoyed, and have a good night. Bye-bye.